So let me get back to the fan fiction, and then that is where we're going to finish it for the day. So let's pull this up. All right. So as a reminder, this is Freddy versus Jaken. Poof. Freddy versus Jason, Part 2. Scene 1, Elm Street, night. The familiar eerie street of Elm Street is shrouded in darkness. Freddy versus Old Man Jenkins. I love Jenkins. The familiar eerie street of Elm Street is shrouded in darkness. The only sound is the gentle breeze rustling through the trees. Suddenly, a faint, menacing laugh echoes through the air. Internal dream sequence, a dark forest. We find ourselves in a dream world, a dark forest shrouded in mist. A figure emerges cloaked in shadows, his voice dripping with sarcasm. Freddy cackling, "You again, you motherfucker, waterlogged piece of shit!" A tall, menacing figure steps forward, his face hidden by a hockey mask. It's Jason Voorhees, and he's had enough. Jason, deep, gravelly voice. "I'm done with your bullshit, Freddy. I'm gonna show you how it's done." Freddy sneering. "Oh yeah? You think you can kill the master? I'll make you look like a fucking amateur, you drowned-ass loser." Jason's eyes narrow, and he takes a step closer. Jason. "I may have drowned, but I rose again, and now I'm gonna teach you a lesson." External Camp Crystal Lake, day. The sun shines brightly over Camp Crystal Lake, a beautiful contrast to the impeding chaos. A group of young counselors are setting up for the summer camp. Counselor 1. "This place gives me the creeps, but it's gonna be a fun summer." Yeah, you like my Undertaker, Jason? Counselor 2. "Yeah, as long as those horror icons leave us alone." Just then, a loud, maniacal laughter erupts, sending shivers down spines. Freddy Krueger appears, his burnt face twisted in a sinister grin. Freddy leering. "Oh, you think you can hide from me, you little fuckers? I'm gonna show you a good time. Camp Lakes, Crystal Lake style." The counselors scream and run, but it's too late. Freddy's already weaving his dream magic. Internal dream, a haunted house. A young counselor, Liz, in all caps, finds herself alone in a creepy house. She hears a faint, mocking voice. Freddy's voice echoing, "You thought you could escape, bitch? I'll show you a nightmare." Liz turns and her eyes widen in a horror as she sees Freddy's claws hands reaching for her. Liz screaming, "No, please not again!" Freddy's laughter fills the dream, a cruel melody. It was me. I was Freddy. External Camp Crystal Lake, night. Jason emerges from the lake, his presence sending a chill down counselor's spine. He approaches a tent where a counselor, Mike, in all caps, is sleeping. Jason whispering, "Her turn to die, Freddy style." He grabs Mike, dragging him into the lake. The water turns red as Jason delivers a brutal, watery death. Mike gurgling and terrified, "Oh, I can't breathe!" Jason's laughter mingles with the sound of drowning. Internal dream, underwater nightmare. Mike finds himself in a watery hell, struggling to breathe. Freddy's face appears, twisted in a sinister smile. Freddy taunting, "You want to see how I killed Jason? This is my specialty, drowning dreams." Mike's screams are muffled by the water, a pathetic attempt to escape. Exterior, Elm Street, day. The street is bustling with activity as the counselors go about their day. Unbeknownst to them, Freddy and Jason are watching, planning their next moves. I guess they're working together now? Or maybe they're both watching separately. Freddy smirking, "You think you're so tough, Jason? Let's see who can make these kids scream the loudest." Jason grunting, "You wanna play, Freddy? I'll teach you a thing or two." Their eyes lock, a silent challenge accepted. Yeah, that is what it is. Freddy versus Jason in Freddy in a friendly competition. Internal dream, a bloody arena. A grand arena materializes filled with bloodthirsty spectators. Freddy and Jason step into the ring, ready to put on a show. Freddy to the crowd. Yeah, Freddy versus Jason returns. Freddy to the crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gather round for the main event. It's the Master of Nightmares versus the machete-wielding maniac. The crowd cheers, eager for blood. Jason growling, "You talk too much, Kruger. Let's get this over with." External camp, Crystal Lake, night. The camp is eerily quiet as Freddy and Jason prepare for their showdown. Freddy, with a wicked grin, approaches a sleeping counselor, Sarah, in all caps. Freddy whispering, "Time to..." Oh, sorry. That was Jason for a second. Freddy whispering, "Time to play, my dear." He reaches out, his claws glowing with an otherworldly light. Sarah's eyes snap open, and she lets out a blood-curdling scream. Freddy versus Faison. He reached out, okay. Sarah terrified, "No, please, not like this." Freddy's laughter mixes with Sarah's screams, a sickening melody. I think the AI is a little confused. I think it's having a hard time. It's repeating a lot of the same shit. Internal dream, a torture chamber. Sarah finds herself bound and gagged, surrounded by Freddy's twisted creations. He approaches, his eyes gleaming with madness. Freddy leering, "You thought you could escape, my pretty little thing? I'll show you a world of pain." He begins a slow, brutal torture, each moment more gruesome than last. Sarah's screams echo through the chamber. External, Elm Street, day. The street is alive with activity, but beneath the surface, a battle rages. Freddy and Jason, fueled by their egos, continue their killing spree. Freddy to a passing counselor. "Hey, pretty thing, want to see a magic trick?" He winks and the counselor vanishes, sucked into Freddy's dream world. Jason grunting, "You think you're so clever, Kruger? I'll show you clever." He grabs another counselor, Vanessa, all caps, and drags her into the lake. The water churns, turning a deep bloody red. Vanessa screaming, "Help! Somebody please!" Her screams are soon silenced, leaving only the sound of Jason's laughter. Internal dream, a bloody massacre. Vanessa finds herself in a slaughterhouse, Jason's playground. He wields his machete with precision, each strike a brutal masterpiece. Jason to Vanessa. "You want to show, Freddy? This is how it's done." Vanessa's screams are drowned out by the sound of flesh being torn. External camp, Crystal Lake, night. The camp is a ghost town. The council is either dead or running for their lives. Freddy and Jason, exhausted from their killing spree, face off for the final battle. Freddy breathing heavily. "You think you can take me, Jason? I'm the king of nightmares." Jason growling, "You're nothing but a burn-ass freak. I'll send you back to hell where you belong." They circle each other, their eyes filled with hatred. Suddenly, a loud, familiar voice cuts through the air. Ash, off screen. "Hey, you fucking freaks, enough with this bullshit." Freddy and Jason turn, their eyes widening in surprise. Standing before them is Ash Williams, the legendary hero from The Evil Dead. He wields his trusty boomstick with a confident grin. "You two have been causing enough trouble. Time to put an end to this nightmare." Without warning, Ash fires his shotgun, blasting Freddy and Jason with a barrage of buckshot. The horror icons are sent flying, their bodies riddled with holes. Ash smirking, That's what you get for messing with the good old US of A." Freddy and Jason, weakened and defeated, let out their final breaths. The air is thick with the smell of gunpowder and death. Ash to the audience, "Groovy. This nightmare is over." He turns and walks away, leaving Elm Street and Camp Crystal Lake to find peace once more. The end. Wow. No, that's it. That's the end. Oh, man. Yeah, that was all over the fucking place. It was like it was setting a scene. Can there be a Freddy versus Jason 3? There can soon. I like that it was setting the scene, and then it was just like, and we're in a new scene, and we're in a new scene, and we're in a new scene. And Jason's like, I'll show you how clever I can be. Yeah. All the times that Jason might consider himself quote unquote clever. It was funny. It was I will say, for AI art, that one seemed the most fan fictiony of any of the fan fictions. Yeah, let me show you exactly what I did last time. I think that one was the most fan fictiony of any of the fan fictions that we've had, because it seemed like that was written from a perspective of someone who just wanted to like get Reddit gold, right? And then they were like, yeah, that was definitely the far by far the worst one of the three, and also like it screamed like fan fiction of someone who was like writing it on the internet, being like, I want to get some points on Reddit. Everybody loves Ash from The Evil Dead, right? So that's what it made me think of. It was funny. It was funny. Don't get me wrong, but it was definitely the most confusing of the plots.